is Tomahawk, and welcome back, guys, to... Let me walk away from the microphone, and I can walk back. I'm not PewDiePie. Well, Big and Little Thoughts with me, Tomahawk, and...
Netty Plays.
What an intro. What a great intro, and welcome back to today. We have got a very, very, very interesting topic for you guys this week, and it's also going to be a shorter one today. No more hour like last episode. We're going to keep it nice, short, sweet, and to the point. Netty, where the drum roll?
Who we are.
Oh, jelly bean. Oh.
No jelly beans, Tom.
One week
we
I
actually
will research jelly beans, where they started, where they originated from, and you guys will be bored stiff.
The intro would just be jelly beans like falling on us. Like, yay!
That'd be such a cool. We both get like a box of jelly beans and just throw them up in the air and just like woo! Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Fill up a whole bath of jelly beans and just sit in it.
The jelly bean challenge. No, we can't. We're gonna have to cut this bit out. Nobody
gosh.
do that. Nobody do that. That's mine.
Bean boozled.
Bean boozled belly. Oh, anyway, so we're gonna go and today we are talking about who we are. I'm Tom. Thank you very much for watching Big and Little Thoughts.
How do you do?
No, I thought that was it.
No, I was shaking your hand.
Oh, right.
Let's actually do this.
That's what I was doing.
If people do these sync videos where they can put them up next to each other at the same time, hopefully if we do this right, well, I've got up my right hand. That means you all have the right hand, which means we'll be wrong. I'll do my left hand. Oh, I don't know if I can reach. Okay, my left hand. Go.
Yeah, but no one's going to watch these two videos side by side, are they?
They might.
Okay,
they might want to see both our expressions whilst we talk. If
If
anything, that's a good idea. Maybe we should put a link to a sync video thing, and it'll do it at the side.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then people can watch both perspectives at the same time. Let us know in the comments if that's something you think you would enjoy. Do you want to see Tom's weird face whilst you see mine?
I was just pulling faces.
But yeah, so we're talking today about who we are. So, Tom, to kick us off.
I love the standing desk. I can hide underneath.
Oh yeah, Tom's got a standing thing now.
I'm in a different place
stood
as
up
well.
all the time.
Do
you? What if you get tired? Do you have a tall stool?
No, I have nothing. This is just to keep me motivated to standing up until my thingy now is if I've stood up all day editing, recording, my little treat is sitting down when I'm finished.
Oh,
I'm trying to be healthy.
Someone dying in the background there.
I'm trying to be healthier, okay?
I think that person coughing in the background needs to as well.
Get him a table. Get him a table.
But yeah, so Tom.
Yeah.
What 5 words best describe you? And standing does not count as one of them.
Bald, beautiful. Okay, bald.
What's the series called?
Big.
I thought you were gonna go little.
Funny, possibly. Some people might disagree on that one. Just got a box of nuts.
That's not a descriptive word. Nuts. Oh, I guess it could be.
Yeah, no, I was trying to pun it, but it didn't work. I don't really know the rest. Positive sometimes, and
I've not been counting.
caring. There you go. 5.
Yeah,
Boom.
There you go. Okay, I'd say my 5 would be short. Surprise, surprise. Late.
Yes. That's gonna be on your tombstone.
If I turn up, I
Yeah,
won't make it in time.
She's late. She's late. It would be. It would be, wouldn't it? You're not gonna be on time.
Short, late. I guess I can be a bit childish.
Yeah, I should have included that in mine.
I can be a bit stubborn.
Yes, that's definitely you.
But
you should have 2 stubborns.
No, okay, that'll be my 5th, another stubborn. Okay, now we're gonna give 5 words that, like, so you've got to give the 5 words that you think describe me. So I've given what I think my words are.
I can't use ones that you've used.
You can if you think it's a definite. You can't just say stubborn for them all. Or late. You can't have 4 stubborn and 1 late, or 2 late and.
Can mix it about surely.
Yeah, you can put in a stubborn or a late if you really think so.
Compassionate, understanding, forgiveful, thoughtful, and
forgiveful or forgetful?
Forgiveful.
Okay.
And the last one's forgetful.
What were we talking about?
Exactly. What were we doing? Where am I?
I say your 5 words.
Okay.
Competitive.
Yeah, definitely. No, I said it. No, I'm sorry.
A sore loser.
Yeah, had to say.
Hard to say, we don't know. What happened in the diamond race?
We don't talk about that.
Competitive, a sore loser, caring.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, charitable.
Yeah. She's on the spot. I like this.
Competitive. What did I say? Competitive, sore loser, caring, charitable. One more. Trying to think which was a good one. I guess like athletic.
Yeah.
Because you're into healthy. You're into your health.
I'm just doing some squats.
And you've got a standing desk. What more do I need to say? Is there anything that you can think of that you have done, but you wouldn't have done it if it hadn't been for a particular thing that's completely like changed the way you think or the way you do, or like for example, hopefully this isn't what you're going to use.
I was going to use it, but I'm going to leave that one for you.
You don't know what I'm going to say?
YouTube.
No.
Huh?
I was going to say about you getting alopecia.
Oh.
Has that made you more charitable, for example?
I'd say that's made me
more aware of things going on, or like
understanding, less to judge a book by its cover straight away. I'd say for that. I was gonna say martial arts, to be honest. I wasn't gonna go down the alopecia route. I was gonna say martial arts is something I always liked, but I never thought I'd do. And then I started going because one of my best friends used to go every Friday night, and I was like, dude, we're gonna hang out. He's like, I've got to go to karate, and then he's like, we can hang out after, and it was always late, and I was like, I'll go karate with you, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, martial arts for me, and it's made me become a more confident, athletic, and respectful.
That's good. I would say for me, it's I would never have thought of talking on stage or anything if it hadn't been for the Sister Challenge.
Well, you can always fall back on singing. I mean, like, that's all.
Well, no, because I've been on stage doing Irish dancing. So I can't say I wouldn't have gone on stage, because I would have, but the whole thing of talking on stage, like I would get so nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the thought of like being stood in front of thousands of people talking, it's just like, oh my gosh. But then now it's kind of like, oh yeah, like I don't even really get nervous about going on stage at all anymore.
Still do a little bit. It depends what I'm doing, I think.
I think if it's an event I've been to, I'm fine. If it's an event I've never been to, then I'm not.
Yeah, Minecon was like that for me. I was kind
of like, oh yeah, that was big.
50,000 people.
But I think like at Insomnia, when they changed, I then got a bit nervous. Like when it went from the Rico to the NEC, I would then get a bit nervous. But then once I've done it once, then I'm fine at it. Because I'm then like, oh, that's fine. I can do that.
Let's do it again.
Yeah. What 3 things do you think have changed you the most? Like 3 things in your entire life. Like, was there one time that you fell when you were at the top of the slide, and ever since then you've never been on a slide? Or is there something that makes it that you don't enjoy roller coasters very much? Or
don't say slides.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, is there 3 things that you think, like, looking back now, you're like, oh my gosh, I think that's really affected my life?
The ball thing was one.
Yeah.
That obviously. I'm trying to think of like really random ones. One time when I was surfing when I was little, like for some reason I used to love surfing. Then my mum made me watch Jaws, and I was like, And then and then I remember one time I was out surfing and a sea lion came really close to me, like super close to me. And then that kind of made me a little bit like, not paranoid, but I thought like every time I've been surfing since, I've kind of like had my ears out just in case, because I know that they can drown you and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a really negative thing, but it's honest. Like, it's honest truth.
No,
Like,
but it's as it is. Like, it is something that's changed you to be who you are.
well, I'm not scared of sea lions. Another thing. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my goodness, this is difficult.
I know it's quite hard, but it's who you are. So you've obviously you need one more.
Driving carefully.
That's
So
changed who you are.
Yeah, because I've been in cars with people who don't drive. That's a rubbish one. That's a rubbish one.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
It didn't
Come back
even
to
really
me.
make sense.
You go to.
Okay, I'll go. Okay. So my first one. This is one of those things. I don't know if it's 100% the reason of why, but it's what my sister and I have kind of thought before. So when my mum was first pregnant with my sister, she went off meat and stuff, and she became a vegetarian for a while.
All right.
But then she also she always had soya milk, and we would have it at the odd time, and we think that we really, really disliked it, and that could have potentially caused my whole phobia of dairy.
So it's your mum's fault.
Potentially, I don't know.
Oh, she better not watch this. She better not watch this. She's gonna
She
kick
did-
you out of the house. Get out of my house and
She
take your
did say-
soy milk with you.
No, you're so. But she did used to say I used to get eczema, when I had dairy. But my sister and I were saying, maybe it was the soya milk that made us dislike it, and then we associated that with that.
You should
But
have
I don't
saved that
know.
for your book. That'd have been more interesting than reading your book. I'm just saying. That'd have been more funny.
The other thing I would say, getting bullied in school.
Yeah, I'll go back that one as well. That definitely
Yeah.
changed me. Yeah.
Yeah, I found it's almost when I see people getting bullied, I think it's made me more confident to say something now, because it's and it makes it. I get a real anger when I see bullies now.
Yeah, same. Yep.
I would say that really affected me.
Yep.
And third thing would be, oh my gosh, I've panicked. Now my mind's gone black.
Yeah,
But
it's
the new
difficult.
one-
It's difficult.
Bullied, milk.
People just randomly clicking up video and just what is she on about?
Bullied and milk.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper changed my life.
Yeah.
I have it every day.
Yeah. That's not a confession. Changed my life, and now this episode of Big and Little Thoughts is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. It's not.
I guess being short, actually.
Being short changed your life.
Yeah.
But how?
Because
but
everyone
you've always been short.
Yeah, but I've been treated differently because of my height. So that is something that has.
But how do you know you wouldn't be treated differently if you were tall?
What if I was really tall? People wouldn't be able to pat me on the head and ruffle my hair.
What about if you're taller than you are then?
Well, then it might not be for those people, but because one thing I've noticed since being short, sometimes strangers just pick me up, or they'll ruffle my
I've
hair.
noticed that. Yeah. If you do same with me, except shiny.
Yeah, but it is something that I feel like my life would be different if I was taller. And I also think that it makes people, and even the way people treat me, in a shop or something, people don't take me seriously because they think I'm younger than I am. So I think my height and dimples has actually really affected my life. Not always in a negative way. I think sometimes it helps me get away with things because people are oh look, she's short and dimpled. She didn't do anything wrong.
Little did they know that she pushed her down with a wheelchair.
Tom! Gosh, that's not true. But it's like that whole time when I was on the train and the train man made me cry.
Oh yeah.
He had, and I think that is because I looked younger than I am, and because I wasn't sat there in a suit.
You wear a suit?
He was. No, I wasn't. That's what I mean. I think that's
I can
why
imagine you in a little suit.
I think they he looked down on me and was just being really rude and horrible, making fun of me.
Did you get his name?
No, I didn't.
Should
I was a mouse.
Should have got his name and embarrassed him.
I was so upset. I don't even know what happened.
I remember you messaging me after. I was like, what the heck?
And I left the train. I was on the platform. I was crying. And a lady came over to me and bought me chocolate. She was like...
She probably thought you were like a little girl who got lost from her parents on the train.
I was sat there in my ripped jeans on the floor, just like crying. I think she thought I like didn't have a home or something. I was just sat there like.
These big and little thoughts just get more and more interesting every week. But that's why you keep coming back, I think.
Let's go on to the next
Yeah,
question.
it might be an idea.
Are you always yourself?
Most of the time. Sometimes I'm kind of a bit more.
Sometimes I'm Nancy. No, sorry, I'm joking.
Sometimes
Sorry,
I'm Derek. Sometimes
I'm gonna cough. Sorry.
Rude.
Proceed.
Sometimes I put a more of a positive self out there than I am actually feeling. Like sometimes when I'm positive, I'm putting out the person who I want to be rather than the person I am currently. So sometimes when I'm being positive, I'm kind of saying to myself, look, that's a person that I want to be like, so I need to kind of be that person, if that makes sense. Most of the time, like obviously in videos, I'm kind of like a little bit, silly and stuff. And you don't get me wrong, I don't exactly go around it, for the streets like woo, like stuff like that. Like I'm just kind of like.
He does.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, it's a lie.
So he's lying to us now. He's not being himself.
I'm not being myself. I'm being dishonest with you all. But yeah, I think like most of the time I am who you see and who you get. Just an absolute idiot, but it's fine.
I would say I'm always myself, but I sometimes take away bits or add bits depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm nervous, I go. So I've got like an event mode or when I used to work like behind bars and stuff, I would have like barmaid mode, and I would like Tom always makes fun of me because I've got like these questions and stuff. Like it's just a natural thing. Like, and it's just kind of if I'm nervous or don't know what to say, I've always got like these backup things to like sort of spark a conversation. Yeah. Or like
I think everyone does that though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like if you're having like some kind of conversation with someone who you've never really met before, and you've kind of got like a little check off list of things to say to try and get conversation rolling, which you would be not that you would be interested in, but stuff that's a bit more like easy to say. Because sometimes just like nice weather, indeed, quite, yes. That's how English people talk, Americans.
Yeah. But like, I do think like I am always like myself. But like with different groups of friends, I'm a bit different. Like like the conversations would be different, I guess. Like I've got like my YouTube friends, and then I've got my kind of more real life friends and stuff like that. And so they obviously wouldn't understand anything I'm talking about with YouTube or gaming. And so
we've had that before in those situations where we've had people who don't really understand the YouTube thing, where they're just like, oh, you see the analytics from last week? You're absolutely crazy. And they're just like, what are these guys talking about? Like, yeah.
But yeah, is there anyone that has ever like seen through it when you're being like not completely yourself? Oh, the other thing I want to say, like sometimes like because like on Twitter and stuff, like it'll be like there's times like I've put out a tweet and I'll be like haha, like really happy, but I won't be. Like I'll be like a bit like, oh, I feel really ill today or something.
Yeah.
But you don't always let that on. But yeah, sorry, do people ever like see through it?
Yeah.
My words didn't work then. That was a jumble. I'm sorry.
There's definitely. Actually, to be honest, there's only probably like probably only a couple of people I can count on one hand that actually see me.
Yeah.
For me, like you're probably one of them, and there's a couple of other people that I won't say because I don't want to embarrass them. But yeah, like there's not very many people. A lot of people see what I let them see, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I say like you obviously see me, but like, and like I remember once Zoltan making a point when we were at Insomnia, and it was in the evening, and like people were coming over who I didn't know, and he noticed that when I was being introduced to someone I didn't know, I went back into like, oh, are you enjoying the event and doing all? I kind of my voice changed, and I would change, and I'll go like a bit more, I guess, a bit more perky self rather than just like talking normally, like, but. What are you most known for with your friends? Like, are you like the funny friend or the I don't know,
It depends, like, because I think I'm the funny person when Minnie's not there. But when Minnie's there, it's kind of a like little thing between me and Minnie of who's going to be more funny. But Minnie's just got like this energy about him which I cannot compete with.
They were saying about the time on stage at Insomnia.
All right, the thing is
When we were
about
doing
the thing is about with like Minnie and stuff at events. Like, don't get me wrong, love the chat, but when we're at events and stuff like that, we'll be on stage and I'll make a joke and it'll be hilarious. The thing was, when I'm on stage, if I'm saying something, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, should I say that? Should that be like, you know? And I'll make a joke. And it'll get a couple laughs on the panelists I'm there with.
It'll be me that heard
It'll be
it.
you and someone else. And then Minnie will go, oh, I've heard that. And then he says it in microphone, gets a huge laugh, and I'm there like...
But I don't even think, like, that particular time at Insomnia, I don't think Minnie heard you. I think he just got the same idea as you.
Right.
And you said it, and you didn't really say it that loud.
Yeah.
And I heard you, and I was like, And then literally a few seconds later, Minnie just said the same joke, and Tom was just like, what? I was
He's
like,
done
I
it a couple of times,
you.
and I'm just there like, what am I? Do I write this guy's material or what? Like honestly.
My dad's known for that, though.
I'd probably say either the attempted funny guy or the kind of like the caring one. Is that right? I don't even know. You tell me. I haven't got a clue.
I would say you're like the trusted one.
The trusted one.
You're the one like I would go to you for, like, if I really
hair
wanted,
advice.
Like, yeah, like I would go to you for not hair advice, but
It just won't come straight, Tom. Well, I've got some tips for you. See, I need to stop these ball jokes again. Bill.
See, he's failing at the
Just
comedy
going nuts.
bit. He thinks he's the funny friend.
That's why I've got this box of nuts for. It's just for the gag.
Yeah, he goes around his shop like, oh, I'll use that later. No, yeah, I'd say you're the trusted one. I'll go for you, like, and like if I was like told something and I wanted like genuine advice and I know you wouldn't like gossip it or something, I would go to you.
I've just got a big tub in my bedroom with all the stuff you've told me, which I can't tell you. Just throw it in there instead. The gossip dip. It's like gossip dip.
Gossip dip. What has Netty told us today? Well, saying that, I would say that I'm the one that people go to about stuff. Like,
yeah, you are.
Everyone will like come to me with their problems. Even people that I've like not spoken to in ages, when they get a problem, they'll decide that's the time they want to get in contact with me, and I'll be like, okay.
Hi. How you doing? Right.
That, or I'll be like, almost like, not like the mum of the group, but I would be the one that, like, there's been times that we'll be in a massive group of like 15, 20 people and we'll all be going out for dinner and it won't be like an organised thing. Yeah, it's like not an organised thing, and I'll slip outside for a second, come back in, they're like, where are you? Where were you? Like, we need to book the table and stuff. It's like, why do I have to do it? Everyone else can. Or it'll be like,
you're the one with the degree.
Yeah. Or everyone will turn around and be like, so what are we doing then? So I don't know.
Yeah.
We can all vote. It's not up to me.
It's not
so
democracy.
I'd say, yeah.
It's a
I'd say
dictatorship.
I'm either like the mum or like the organizer,
Yeah, you are.
or the one that people go to about stuff.
Or the one, if you've called, she'll have a jacket for you. Like,
I won't. I wear all them. Minnie always steals my scarf.
or your ring.
Yeah, or my ring.
Not that one.
Always,
No.
I always wear a thumb ring, and Minnie always steals it. I've had to replace it so many times because he always takes it home with him.
And then when he goes back to Liverpool, he's like, bling, bling.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. So what would you say is your best 2 personality? 3 personality traits.
Well, next
3.
growing up in a world. 3 best. Caring.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Even this is so difficult about yourself.
Trusted.
Yes.
Trusted's a good one.
Yes.
That's really, if people trust you, that's a really good one.
And
Even if it's wrongly so. Sorry, carry on.
wow. Should I go now? I can't really go because I'm in my room, but I feel like there's a bit below the belt.
Tom,
yeah.
for the end of the episode, because you're at your standing desk,
I'm going to do
end
a
it.
walk down the stairs. Don't worry about
Oh
it.
no, I was gonna say do the lift.
All
I
right,
want you
fine.
to just stand there and just really slowly go down. That was
I could just press the button on my desk and just let it go above me, but I don't want to break cables,
No.
so probably not.
No.
And
Can you make it go down and sit down then if you want?
yeah, if I wanted.
Can we have a big and little thoughts about your desk next week?
Sure.
No, I've got so many questions. Tom.
It's
I'm
awesome.
joking, guys. That's
What's the other one? The one where you kind of like, if you had your last tin of soup and somebody needed food, you'd give it them. What does that mean?
what, like
Like I'm
generous?
Yeah, like I'd like to
Yeah,
think
that is true.
Yeah.
There was one time, like, we were going away somewhere or something, and I was like, oh no, I don't have very much money. Tom was like, oh, do you want me to lend you some? And I was like, oh, no. And then I found out afterwards that he didn't really have any money. He was basically offering to lend me the rest of his money so I could have, like, a relaxed, easy time. But then it would have meant he had no money.
Sound about right.
Silly.
That's my logic.
Silly.
Right there.
Generous.
Right there.
Putting other people first.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Netty, please? What is your three best traits? That's not one. That's not one. You're not very good at
Full
those.
of hot air.
Flight away as far as the sunlight. Sorry.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I would like to say, I would say I'm. I don't know. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to say that I think this is one of my best and my worst traits in the same thing.
Okay.
Because it has positives and negatives. I think I'll put people first in the sense, like, I'll make it so my life's a lot more difficult and I'll have way too much on because I'll just keep saying yes to people to keep them happy, even if it puts me in a really awkward position.
Can I borrow £100?
Yeah, sure.
See, just like that.
I
was joking, by the way. Make it 50.
But yeah, I think that's what I do, and it puts me sometimes, like, it puts me in an awkward position. I'll end up like burning the candle at both ends. So that's why I think it's a negative as well, because
Netty
I
gets
do it
no
to
sleep. Average.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gets bad. Oh gosh, that's only one. I guess caring.
Yeah.
I want other people to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
And
She tells you how it is.
yeah, that is. I'm honest.
Honest.
I will be honest with people. If someone comes to me for advice, they don't come to me if they're expecting me to just pander to them.
Cherries on there. Give them a quick, no.
I will be completely honest.
Yeah.
I've had many a
Yes,
chat
you,
with Tom.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. We won't go into that. Definitely not going to go into that one. They'll save that for another episode of Big and Little Thoughts. Leave it in the comment section below. Thank you very much.
Yeah. What would you say your three worst are?
I get myself down a lot. I'm my own worst enemy. I
Yes.
overthink things. And too nice.
Yeah. That is
See,
true.
that was really easy to do.
Yeah. It's easier when it's that. I would say mine's lateness.
Yeah.
But
But I think with your lateness, it's something that me personally, since I've known you for like 3 years, it's something I'm kind of expect now. So if you say, oh, all right, got a snort in
I
there, that must have been
snorted.
funny as well. Jeez, I'm doing well tonight. Yeah, because I'm kind of like used to it now. It's kind of like if you say you're going to be ready at 8 o'clock, I'll give you like a nudge at 10 past to see if you're ready.
I phoned you 2 minutes early today for this recording, but then my internet went, and
Right.
so we couldn't record.
Yeah, okay, maybe like a couple of handfuls of times over the course of 3 years where it's actually happened. But as far as that,
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'd say later. I would say as well, my honesty. Some people don't like it.
Find
Like, I
it
think-
very embarrassing.
Well, some people, they'll ask me for my opinion. I'll give the opinion, and then they get annoyed at me for giving my opinion. And say, "Well, you are."
How
And-
dare you?
And also, like, people have said to me before that, like, sometimes people dislike me because where I'll be upfront and honest, or like I'll be friendly to everyone, and then people then think I'm being fake, not that I'm just being me.
Yeah.
And so it actually causes problems. And then I put things off that I'm stressed about. I ignore it's happening until I go to bed, and then I can't sleep.
I've noticed many of those times where you'd be like, "Oh, so shows like Netty, do you want me to do some thumbnails?" Like, no, it's fine. No, possibly. No, it's fine. It's like, Netty, just let me do some work for you so you can sleep. Like, no. Oh, no. No.
Sleep's for the weak.
Yeah.
Who needs sleep?
Yeah.
And then I just go into hibernation for a week.
Yeah.
That's my other negative. I'm such a heavy sleeper. I oversleep so much. I miss so many alarms.
Example, we came back from my invention a couple of weeks ago, and it was the worst turbulence I've ever been on a flight before in my life. Netty slept completely through it. I nearly puked.
Sleeper.
I was awful. I was like, and then she just gets so like, I was like, really?
Well, even like when we went to America, like I slept that whole flight right till the end. Like even the like air hostess was joking to Tom, like, what have you given him? Like,
wish I'd have had some of it. Jeez, I was so tired.
Right. What 5 words would best describe you 5 years ago?
Athletic, energetic, workaholic. Actually, no, I'm still on that now. I like to think. Silly.
Silly. He's silly. Hashtag Tomahawk silly.
Who would have guessed? I don't know you one.
The only one I can really think of, social. That's the only one
Social.
that's really changed.
I knew there was one. I had friends who existed off of a PC. Yes. Social.
I guess, 5 years ago. Social. Tan.
I used to tanned. That's another one. That's not real. Yeah, tan.
Used to go out.
Vitamin D levels above 16. No idea of what YouTube was besides watching PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Not a plug. Even though I've got a standing desk. I'm not saying I'm trying to be.
Oh. But yeah, anyway, that is actually the end of the episode.
Oh my goodness, and we've done it under an hour. So you guys, next week we have a surprise. Should we do it as a surprise? Let's do it as a surprise.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if things that happen and other things can happen, and a surprise is always a good surprise. So yeah, that is it for Big.
Unless it's a spider in your bed, then that's not a good surprise, Tom. So you're giving false information, which has made me completely rethink everything I know of you. Can I trust you anymore? You just lie.
So let us know in the comment section below if you can or not. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Big and Little Thoughts. We'll see you next week. If you do have any outros, leave it in the comment section below. Or you can contact us on our business emails, which are on our...
Hello? Tom? So we have lost connection with Tomahawk, so we are going to have separate little outros here just for the last few seconds. So as Tom was saying, you can contact us on our business emails, which are on our YouTube channels. You can see them in the about section, and you can email us any outros you have. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.